Welcome students. This is Seema Gaur from Srimati LP Savani Vidya Bhavan, and today we are going to continue the chapter number 2, Environmental Pollution. In the first part we have learned about the water pollution and air pollution. Now let us learn the third point, which is land pollution. Land pollution is not something that is easily visible. But in this developing world, land pollution has become evident on a large scale. Growing industries and the polluted water from the drains flow on the ground and slowly pollute the land. It is said that land pollution cannot be seen easily in this developing world, but it has become a big problem. Like we have learned that growing industries and the polluted water from the drains, they are allowed to flow on the ground, and slowly they pollute the land. The people who run industries and factories always try to acquire more land than what they require. According to them, they acquire more land for the future development. When industries occupy the agricultural land, it surely pollutes it, as the industries dump solid waste on the land. Now when the people, they are starting some new industries and factories, they take the land for starting the factories and they purchase more land than how much they require, because they are waiting for the future development. If there is a development in future, then they can expand their industries on the same land. And whenever the production is done, the solid waste is dumped on the ground. In this way, agricultural land which they have occupied, it becomes waste. Nowadays, polythene plastic is used on a large scale. Plastic is a non-degradable substance and pollutes the land. Now, we know wherever we go, we buy even when we go for purchasing the vegetables or fruits, or when we go for shopping, we take a plastic bag from the seller, and it is polluting the land on the large scale. And plastic is non-degradable substance, means it does not mix with the land when it is thrown on the land. The urban waste like plastic, scrap and chemicals dumped on the land gets dispersed over farmlands by wind and thus pollutes the land. As we have learned that urbanization is taking place, more and more cities are developed, people are moving towards the cities. So the waste is dispersed on the farmlands, and that waste like plastic, scrap and chemicals, they are dumped on the land, and by the wind they blow from that land towards the agricultural land, and they pollutes the land. Even farmers use chemical fertilizers extensively to increase production, and it also plays a major role in polluting the land and water. Farmers are using chemical fertilizers in a great amount because they want to increase their production. So when the chemicals are used more on the agricultural land, they pollute the land and water. So these are the causes of land pollution. Now let us see the effects of the polluted land. Polluted water from industries and drainage is used in the irrigation of fertile land, resulting in the polluted production of grains, vegetables, etc. Cultivated on such land, it results to tuberculosis and bone diseases. Exhausted or shrinking fertile land leads to the risk of scarcity of crops. Plastic solid waste materials from the industries and polluted water destroy microorganisms which make the land fertile. Eventually, land becomes barren due to the destruction of microorganisms. As we have learned in water pollution, the polluted water of industries and drainage, they are used in the irrigation and for the production of grains and vegetables. So the product which we get, the grains and vegetables which we cultivate on such land, they becomes polluted. And if we are consuming those grains and vegetables which are polluted, it results into tuberculosis and bone diseases. They are the severe diseases. If such kind of pollution increases, the shrinking of fertile lands takes place. Like fertile lands are decreasing, so a scarcity of crops can arise. Plastic and solid waste material from the industries and polluted water, they also destroy the microorganisms which make the land fertile. Eventually, the land becomes barren due to the destruction of microorganisms. Because of the polluted things from the industries which are thrown on the land, certain microorganisms, they die, which are very much necessary for making the land fertile. And so what happens? The land becomes barren, means it will not be able to grow any crops on it. Now let's see what method should be done to prevent the land pollution. Land pollution can be controlled. We should use plastic and necessary chemicals judiciously. No industry should be set up on arable land. We should conserve environment. Use of organic and traditional manure instead of chemical fertilizers is advisable. Pesticides should be used in minimum possible proportion. The plastic and solid waste should be recycled. Use of non-conventional sources of energy and green technology could be introduced. Drip irrigation saves water and prevents land degradation. We can control the land pollution at the maximum. Like we should avoid the use of plastics and use the chemicals wisely. If necessary, then only we should use the chemicals. No industry should be started on the land which is agricultural. Government should not give permission to set up the industries on the agricultural land. We should try to maintain our environment, and use of organic and traditional manure, that is the natural manures, instead of using the chemical fertilizers. If it is done, we can get the good product, the pure products. Pesticides also which are used on the farm, in the field, to protect the crops from the insects, that also should be in less proportion. And the plastic and solid waste should be recycled. Uses of non-conventional sources of energy like solar energy, wind energy, biogas, that should be introduced. And drip irrigation saves water and prevents the land degradation. So these methods can be used to control the land pollution. Our next topic is noise pollution. Apart from air and water pollution, noise pollution has increased as well. The noise created by the machines in the industries, vehicle, etc. is very loud. During the festivals and celebrations, loudspeakers, DJ bands, etc. are used. This creates noise pollution. Noise pollution is also created by playing musical instruments loudly or by bursting noisy firecrackers at the time of celebration of any festival. Victory in any game or elections. The city has maximum number of buses, auto rickshaws and two-wheelers. Haphazard parking leads to congestion of vehicles, and the subsequent blowing of horns creates noise pollution. Here also, students, the first name which is doing the noise pollution is given industries. Here industries which have big machineries, when they are on, they produce the sound. Okay, that's a big noise created there. Vehicles which we are using, that also makes the noise very loud. And we all like to celebrate the festivals. like Ganesh celebration, Navratri, and even in the marriages, we use DJ bands, loudspeakers. Sometimes we also play musical instruments loudly, or during the celebrations or of Diwali or maybe some marriage, we burst the crackers which produce a loud sound. Sometimes even when in the victory of any game like cricket, or if any minister wins the elections, that time also crackers are burned, loudspeakers are used for the celebration. That produce a lot of pollution of noise. In city, we can see there are maximum number of buses, rickshaws and two-wheelers, which makes lot of sound. Even when there is a traffic jam, that time the people goes on honking and they create noise pollution. Many people think that noise pollution does not has any serious effects, but it's not true. Noise pollution leads to deafness and affects mental and emotional health also. People become more irritable. Nature is affected badly due to excessive noise. Certain insects and organisms that are very helpful to us die due to loud noise. It has become necessary to keep signboards reading no honking or silence please near schools, dispensaries, hospitals, etc. This shows the seriousness of noise pollution. If a person goes through noise pollution every day in a regular day-to-day life, that leads to deafness, and it also affects the mental and emotional condition. Like people become very angry. In a small things, people become angry. Nature, our environment is also badly affected because of noise. Certain insects which are very small and organisms, they die because of the loud noise. When we go to some dispensaries or hospitals, there we can see the boards silence please or no honking, as the noise pollution can affect the patients or the people who are taking treatment from the hospitals and dispensaries. This shows the seriousness of the noise pollution. Now let's see how we can prevent the noise pollution. It is very important that the citizens themselves understand about it. We should not play musical instruments very loudly during celebrations or special occasions. We should not burst firecrackers producing loud noise. Vehicles should be sent for servicing at proper intervals. The rules regarding PUC must be made strict. Population increase must be controlled. To reduce the noise pollution, trees should be planted on both the sides of roads and around industries. The road should be broad enough. If the traffic congestion is intensive, then the road could be declared as one way. Awareness and appropriate action is the need of the hour to save ourselves from pollution. So now, to avoid the noise pollution, everyone means all the citizens, they should understand themselves, like by not playing the musical instruments during celebrations or the special occasions. Maybe any festivals are there, we should not burst cracker which produce loud sound, etc. So that is up to us how much we are taking interest in prevention of the noise pollution. For vehicles also, it should be they should make strict rules regarding the PUC. Pollution under control certificate should be demanded from each and every vehicle. Wherever there is industrial area, trees should be planted on both the sides of the road so the noise pollution can be reduced. The road should be broad enough so traffic jam does not take place, and if it is not possible to make the roads broad, it should be declared as one way so that only the vehicles can go from one side, other side they cannot enter through. So to prevent the noise pollution, awareness should be created among the people. We all are aware how valuable water is. Still, while purchasing a bottle of mineral water, we do not realize its importance. Today, pure water is not the only concern. Gandhiji had said that water, land and forest belong to the community. These things are available free from the nature. The people, those who are selling it, they are committing a sin. Everybody enjoys equal right on it. It is a moral sin to make it a commodity for sale. Among the man-made problems, water pollution holds the highest priority. We have to find an answer to it, and this responsibility has to be shared equally by everybody by creating awareness. Every person has to understand his or her own responsibility and has to find various measures to make our environment cleaner and healthier. Out of above all the pollution we have learned about water pollution, it is the most serious problem. If we want to find the solution to it, awareness should be created among the people. Each and every person in the world, they should understand their own responsibility and take the measures to make our environment cleaner and healthier. Because of environmental pollution, certain species of bird and animals like snakes, white tigers and sparrows won't be seen in the future. So, their awareness should be created in the society to save our environment. Here are some of the slogans which we can spread as taking a step towards the healthier environment. Be a compassionate citizen. Save the environment, environment will save us. And save animals. So these slogans can be used for social awareness, and it is us who can take the first step to save our environment.